there everyone. It's been quite some time that I've posted something or done a live. It's been about a year that I had my last live or interacted properly on my social media accounts. During this time when we're all cooped up at home, I was surprised with a small happy mail that I received from my favorite craft store, which is Itsy Bitsy. So they sent me these samples of 3 of their newly launched products, and I happened to give them a try, and I just thought, why not share the cheer with a few other people who are following me on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. I just thought of introducing these products through a small DIY that I will be having through this video, and I will also be announcing a wonderful giveaway at the end of the whole thing. So this is what I've got from Itsy Bitsy. These are their newly launched set of paints, which are perfect for people who want to try out a particular product in a small amount for the first time, and also for teachers and art instructors who are taking up workshops, presently sessions online where kits are sent out to the houses of all the people who are taking part in the workshop. So you get 6 small bottles of a particular product. They have a variety of chalk paints, they have a variety of decoupage glues, they have crackle medium, they have gels and metallic paints of different colors. So these have been launched in these packs of 6. So you get these bottles which are of 20 ml, and there are 6 of these. These are decently priced at around 180 to 250 bucks depending on the product that is. I have been sent across is 2 varieties of chalk paint. So I have got 2 varieties of chalk paint, and I've got metallic paint. So these chalk paints, I will just read it out from the bottle. These are water based, they're non-toxic, eco-friendly, and they have excellent coverage over the surface on which you're applying it. Lead free and multi-surface. Yes, this works on any surface: paper, wood, plastic, glass, anything, any sort of surface that you would want to paint on. You can use chalk paints for that, and they come in a variety of colors. These are beautiful colors that there are a variety of beautiful shades that you get in these chalk paints. If you see this particular surface which I have in the background here, this has entirely been painted using their chalk paints. So this is one of my favorite shade. It's teal blue sort of. I think it's a mixture of 2 colors, but I love teals and pastels. So you get a lot of teal and pastel shades in chalk paint. So this is something very nice that I think you people should try out. So come, let's go ahead and work on the project which I have in mind. So I will be upcycling a small bottle. Considering the fact that today is World Earth Day, I thought it would be best to upcycle a bottle to make something beautiful. So come, let's get at it. I will be using for this particular project is the set of samples that was sent across to me. That is Little Birdie chalk paint and the metallic paint. And I will be using a glass bottle which I intend to upcycle, a brush, some craft tape, a sponge, and a few handmade flowers. These are Little Birdie handmade flowers, one of the best products which you can find at Itsy Bitsy, and my favorite too. A bowl of water and a small plate or a palette to scoop out your paint. So I will just open one of these bottles. So these are nicely sealed bottles. You can just open the seal or what you can do is just punch a hole on one side that way and then pour the paint over. What to do is make sure that the surface of the glass bottle is clean. Generally when you work on glass bottles, it is required that you apply a layer of a primer on top of the glass bottle, because the paint generally doesn't adhere to this smooth finish of the bottle. But in this case, with chalk paint, you do not need a layer of primer. You can directly go ahead and paint it, because it's that thick paint which directly adheres onto the surface. So you can skip the step of applying a primer on top of this. So what I will do is I am just going to take this bottle. So now that I've used 2 layers of this tape, I've got 3 sections which I can paint on. So I will be using the sponge, and I'm going to start with 1 each. So 1 paint each. I'm going to take pink for the center. I'm just going to sponge dab it. So with bottle painting, generally it is advised that you sponge dab the paint onto the surface of the bottle just to avoid the brush marks. What happens is when you use sponge, you get a nice even coating of the paint onto the surface of the bottle. You can go ahead and give another coat of this, or you can leave it at this. So this is our first layer, and then we will move on to our next layer. So I've started off with a very light color, and then I'm moving on to the next darker one. I'm gonna give so that's a nice beautiful color of the tinted metallic paint. Nice pearl color. Which I will be applying a coat of black. This is how we've got all 3 colors done onto the bottle. So we will give this some amount of drying time, after which we're going to remove the masking tape. I'm just going to peel off this masking tape, and when I do that, you can see that this particular portion does not have the paint onto it. So that's the beauty of this style of painting by using a masking tape. So it's a very simple technique, and I've just used 3 colors, so I've got the design that way. Now what I'm going to do is I will be putting these flowers onto this bottle. So these flowers come with a 2-way sticker. You can just take it and put it onto the surface. So I'm just going to put a couple of them. So I would probably go for something like this, and I'll have one more out here just to extend the foliage over the entire bottle, and one right at the center. So this is the small little DIY that you can just make and brighten up a corner of your house. So the rules of the giveaway. Yes, so I got 6 of these samples, and I thought if I'm using one, I can share the other 5. So I've got 5 lucky winners who will be getting this hamper with these products. So the only small game that we have is you need to share this video in your story, so that you share the DIY or the beauty of crafting with your friends, with your family, so that others can try it out. Or if you know anybody who would want to try out these products, you can probably just tag them in the comment section. And there's no specific rule on which I'm going to be selecting the 5 people for the giveaway. I will just be handing it out randomly. Yes, so I just hope that you happen to be the lucky person to win these samples. And yes, if you happen to make something, please do share them across with me. I would love to see what you've done.